What is up? What is going on, people? David, SVA Card Collectors. What a brutal Monday Night Football game, especially for my Jets. It just stunk just because if you're watching a Monday Night Football game, you want a decent game, and they're terrible. Their line play was horrific. The offensive line, I don't know, maybe they need like a bunch of sleepovers to hang out with each other so they could gel a little bit, because it looks like they just met each other for the first time out in the field. Defensive line gets no pressure. Quarterback's got all day, even though Mayfield didn't look that great. But whatever the case may be, wanted to talk about it because there are things as a collector, as a flipper, as an investor that you may know or have better knowledge than other people. There may be a team that you know a little bit more. Maybe you knew about Mason Rudolph, and now that Ben Roethlisberger is gone for the season, you are all up in Mason Rudolph's cards because you have him. Teddy Bridgewater is another guy. If you know a lot about the Saints and you've seen Teddy Bridgewater with the Jets and he played pretty well, maybe you bought some like I should have and I didn't. Things like that. So, why I'm mentioning this is, now, I know about my Jets, and I know how much they stink. But everyone pretty much knows, if you're a Jet fan, they have a brutal beginning schedule. The first two games they had to win, or win one of them, because the next games are Patriots, Eagles, Cowboys, and Patriots. They're going to be 0-6. If they beat any of those teams, it will be a miracle. Knowing that, though, I should have waited longer, which I will, on buying Sam Darnold cards. Now, if you have a conviction about somebody, one game can't just go, all right, well, he stinks now. You can't be like that. So I believe that Sam Darnold is going to play well. And individually, the offensive line is pretty good, each guy. They didn't look at all last night. But you have like three guys that are above average. But they're not playing as a team. I think that's going to come with experience and playing with each other and gelling with each other. Now, I don't think they're going to win. But the more losses they have, the longer Sam Darnold is out, people are just going to be like, God, this team stinks. Sam Darnold ain't the real deal. He only played one game, and it looks like maybe the effects of mono had something to do with it as well. So, why am I saying this? Patience, and having conviction in what you think and feel is going to be the card to get. Now, with Sam Darnold, if I wait 2 or 3 weeks, they're probably going to go down more. Now, his prisms were going for 90 to 100, 110. I bought it for 72. I know when now you have shipping and taxes, it goes up. So, it's not the case. But I won the auction at 72. And then I checked to see what this guy had in his store. So he had another one. I picked that one up for 73 or something like that. I forget. I think I won the 73, the auction, and then he gave me $1.50 less. I don't know why $1.50 less. And then I bought another Donruss Optic PSA 10 for $37. And then I just picked one up today at $28. But with shipping and whatever, it came out to like 33, 34. But you see where I'm going. I think I overpaid for that optic because I think it's going to go down even more. But you see what I'm doing. I know, or I have a feeling, that Darnold is going to do well, because I know that this is the most brutal part of the schedule and they weren't supposed to win anyway. So, let the cards drop down. Then, when he comes back from mono, and hopefully he has some energy left, I don't know how that whole thing's going to affect him. They're going to be playing crappier teams, so he's going to start winning. You would hope. I'm going to pray. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I think they're going to start winning some games and gain some momentum for next year. With that momentum, everyone's going to go, wow, he had mono. Look how well they did when he came back in the second half of the season, just like they did in the first half. His cards are going to go right back up to where they were. So, did I just make a $30 flip, a $40 flip? Maybe, maybe not on the Prisms. I don't know. But that's the type of mentality you have to think in whatever team that you have. If you are a Minnesota Twins fan and you have conviction about a guy that's not playing well, I don't know who, but you get my gist, all right? So you want to buy low. You don't want to buy when everyone else is buying. You don't want to buy Acuna now. This is not the time to buy him. Now is the time to sell. Then you wait for something to happen, and then you evaluate the deal and see what you can do. That's all it is. And it comes in ebbs and flows. And if you know where to be and where to go, you will always have a steady flow of stuff that you're trying to sell. Will you make mistakes? Sure. Maybe Sam Darnold has this rare disease of mono where he can never play again. Not that I think that's going to happen, but I'm just saying I could be wrong. He could be sick for the whole season or just really tired. He just looks run down and just doesn't look right. That could be the case. So I'm taking a chance, but I feel that he is going to be, the franchise quarterback for the Jets. And he'll be able to string a bunch of games together because their schedule is much weaker later. They play 2 games against the Dolphins, so you would think hopefully they win one of those. And they play the Giants, hopefully they win one of those. Who knows, maybe Daniel Jones is the next Brett Favre. But, again, I think I've beaten this to death. Now, I spoke about an app, Nextdoor app, and I was looking for people to list for me on eBay. Now, I was selling electronics. I don't really need that for baseball cards because I don't have that much. And plus, I don't know how it would work financially, how you would charge. You charge a nickel a card? I don't know how that works. But it made more sense for electronics to charge $1 or $2 because I had so much profit in it. I was making, $50, $60. So throwing a couple of bucks for somebody to take pictures and list it for me wasn't a big deal. But Bernard in our group had a great idea of using it to go and buy cards. And he had something where it basically said that, hey, are you throwing out cards? Are you cleaning out your attic and basement and throwing out cards? Give me a call. I buy collections, and away we go. So I did that, and I already got one call. It might be junk era football cards, but it might not. Maybe there's 1 or 2 cards that are in there that might be worth something. But you never know, and it's another lead that you can use. The app is called Nextdoor app. It worked for me right away, and then some woman asked me about records. Why? I don't know. But I also know a little bit about records, not a ton. But I have an eBay app, and I can just search it. And if it's a good deal, maybe I do it. But I don't know. I don't know if I want all that crap. And whatever. So, you have that. Now, I was checking the Bowman Chrome, the checklist. To be honest with you guys, I didn't see anything. I was going to go team by team, but it's just not worth it. There's just, I really would avoid this right now. I wouldn't go into buying into case breaks for this. I would just wait. Like I said before, wait a couple of months, identify a guy that you like, and then just buy a bunch of his cards, a bunch of his chromes, a bunch of his autos. I think it's just going to be, it may be prices higher because people just want to spend money because there's really no big guy out there that I would. You have the rookie card autos, and that's it. So it's Alonso, Guerrero, Tatis. I don't know if Eloy Jimenez is in it. I'm not 100% sure, but I really would steer clear. I would save my money and put it in draft picks. That's what I would do. Hopefully when their checklist comes out, I'm going to do a more thorough look into each guy because this is going to be their first season. But a lot of the guys that are also in this Bowman Chrome, it's not their first cards, the second or third year for a lot of their other autographs. So I just, again, I really don't see it. Now, I told you guys to check Top Stadium and Top Series 2 because I believe the prices are going to go down. Top Series 2, the prices really haven't gone down for the major guys. I would say they actually went up. Where they have been going down a little bit is Heritage High Number. Not drastically and not crazy. Again, for the major rookie cards, they haven't dropped that much. But here is a tip for you guys. Yes, a tip. Now, I was able to find Vladimir Guerrero rookie cards, base, Heritage High Number for $2. $2.17 to be more exact. And I was able to do that, and I've tried this trick before, but I haven't been able to find too many. Now, sometimes people have just one base card and they're selling, and I click on it every single time, and I look to see what quantity is available. I always look, I want to buy more cards to get a better deal, and you guys should always do that as well. Now, I noticed he had sold 2 already, and he had 8 left. So he was asking for $2 and something plus $3.99 shipping. Now this is where the tip is. So I said $1.60 or something like that per card instead of $2. He accepted the deal. So now I got the card for $1.60. Shipping was $28 because it was $3.99 per card. I send a message over to the guy. I know it doesn't cost $28 to ship this card. It should cost like $3-4. Can you send me an invoice? I said, not a problem. Done. So you look at other places and you'll see that the card is going for $3-4 per card plus shipping. Sometimes it's like $5, $6, $7. You go to Comp, it's almost $9. So now either A, depending on what these cards are, if I can grade them, I would like to grade them now because I think I bought them cheap enough. And the rest either I'm going to send because I want to try Comp out, send it over to Comp, or just resell it and just sell it one at a time. So that's it. If you think you're making money off of the shipping, then you may just want to sell one at a time, because then if you're selling it for 99 cents and $3.99 shipping, and you're going to make, $1 off of the shipping, and you have multiple cards, and someone buys all 10, and so you get $10, but now you lose all that money from the shipping. You just need to see, you have to make sure what the sales velocity is for it. If they're selling like hotcakes, and it is important to see. That's another thing. When you guys are buying stuff and trying to flip and resell, you really need to see the solds for eBay and the velocity. How many are going? How many are being sold? Because if it's only once a week, maybe buying 10 of them ain't the smartest thing in the world. I know Vladimir Guerrero, I'm looking to grade them. I'm going to start looking to accumulate them. And for $2, that's where I'm going to be all day. I'm not spending $3 or $4. I'm going to spend $2. So I'm just going to keep looking and finding them. The Tatis and Alonsos are extremely high right now, so I'm steering clear of those until I know Tatis is probably going to drop. That's what I think anyway. Tomorrow you also have Panini Flawless. I'm just segueing here. For football, you have Panini Flawless Collegiate, pretty expensive. You have Panini XR Football, and Chrome is coming out. Right? This is the 17th, so tomorrow's the 18th. All right, guys, I'm at my job. SVAcardcollectors.com. Sign up. I will be releasing another article from Casey. He wrote something else. I wasn't able to post it today, so it'll be there tomorrow. Download the Flick Chat app. Ask your questions. Guys know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke. Later, people.